How's it going, guys? And here we are for a lap of the Shanghai International Circuit. Coming into the final corner, you want to take it in third gear, clip your apex, get on the curves as early as possible and open up DRS for the start finish. Coming into turn 1, it is the dreaded snail corner. You want to aim for the curb on the right hand side, that is your marker. Get it turned in. As soon as you get close to it, you want to downshift as quick as possible into third before letting it coast out to the left hand side. It is a double apex corner, this. Get it shifted back down into first for following through onto turn 3 and 4. This is probably the trickiest part of the track for your exit. The car really wants to wheel spin here and you have to be very patient with it. As soon as it bites, get on the power again and use a little bit of your curves, and that is really going to benefit you in qualifying. Now here we are coming up to turn 6. You want to aim for the curb on the left hand side, get it broken down, turn it into first gear for, again, easy on the power on the exit. We've got a little bit on the curb here, but it's okay, we got away with it. Now coming up to turn 7 and 8, turn 7's absolutely flat. For turning in on turn 8 here, get it down into third gear, coast it round, back on the power early, and then down into first for turns 9 and 10. Again, a little bit on the curves, but it's okay, we got away with it. Now here we are coming into turns 11, look for the curb on the right hand side, get it shifted down into first, aim for the apex there nicely, and this second snail on the track, turn 12, is a really difficult corner. Again, it's going to be crucial for qualifying here. Wheel spin here is really going to ruin your lap, and as well if you're following anyone and you're looking to get DRS, this could be a make or break point on your lap as to whether you're going to catch them or not. Be nice and patient, the car will come on the throttle as early as possible, and then using the rest of your curves down the back straight. We've done all the hard work now, we've just got to sit back and wait for turns 14 and 15 to come up, which is the big hairpin. You're going to be looking right, braking just after the 150 meter boards, just before the 100 meter boards, down into first, get it turned in, hit your apex, get the car as straight as possible as early as you can to really maximise your exit speed here. Coming into the final corner, down into third again, clip your apex, open up the DRS and go flat out towards the start finish, and that is a lap of China.
Okay, you're in his dirty air, you've lost some front end grip. The car behind is on standard revs, car behind is running standard revs.
That flash student side by side of I is the best. Coming up into turn 4, we saw this with Temper and Senna, but I is the best. Makes it round the outside there into turn 4. He had the better line and the better traction, so he keeps second place. But
I thought Andy's got the DRS now, but he's looking at the back of the LGS, heading towards the final corner. LGS is going to try and filter in here and take advantage under DRS. I reckon. Look up there from LGS, pushing his tyres.
No,
he's on the straight line. DRS flap open. Yeah, there is a little bit of lag actually. It's just jumped slightly, and now he's just blasted past Andy. But hang on, Andy Walker was slightly getting ahead of him, and Andy's not going to give up. Into turn 1, has he made this stick by undercutting him here? LGS trying to drive around the outside of turn 2, giving him a better line through 3, but it looks like Andy's just made a spectacular late braking move there. Great driving.
JP has gone quickest.
Good evening everyone and welcome to the F5 Vision stream. In the box for me tonight, my partner in crime, Liam Kelly, XRL Dealers.
What's up guys?
You weren't here last week.
No.
And you missed Lisbon Lyons getting his first win of the season, his first race in the F5 Division. The championship looks incredibly close. You look at the championship currently got Tug 104 Harley in the lead with 2 podiums, a second and a third on his first 2 races, 33 points, followed by 26 points of Gravedigger. GSY Davey and Lisbon Lions both have 25 with on 20 points, and the final playoff spot is XRL Draco. Mini Ninja on 18 with AC Pixies also on 18, XRL Killers on 12 with 10 points in the grade 3k, and then a few points for the rest. But one that hasn't scored yet is Jay Pearce, who's currently in pole position, and he's disconnected from his first 2 races, and that's been the main reason why he's down in a lowly 13th in the championship. He should have a good race tonight, because I know he's got a wide connection, but it's pretty close. Just like this is the old F4, and the old F4 was incredibly close last year. It went all the way down to the wire, and it's championship again. Looks like it's going to go quite a long way down the line again, and with the whole playoff situation, it could make it even closer. But let's get out onto the track anyway. And Kieran, who are you on board with? Oh no, you're not on board with anyone because you've lost connection, so you may want to reset your rooster on that one. Jay Pearce though, he's in the pits, and that's him done. Now on board Lisbon Lions is about to wind up for a fast lap. Last week's winner at Malaysia was in reasonable control. So let's see what he can do this week as he approaches turn 1. Runs very wide though. The corner does help to go wide so you can get a good drive out of the corner, so it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. On the option tyres here, 35.2 is the lap set. Probably about right for the division, and it's good enough for P2 provisionally with 6 minutes left of qualifying. Let's see if we can get our own Fearless back into the game. We'll give him a quick party invite whilst he's going around the lap. And you're going through the quick sweeps now, left and right. 5th, maybe 6th gear, and then back down to probably about 3rd, maybe even 2nd if he runs wide like that. It's probably carried just a little bit too much pace. Always compromised to this corner, right to the curb. Surprisingly, he's not lost control of the car there. The curb can get too high on it, could be a little bit troublesome. Ends the second sector and cuts that corner as much as you probably want to. Down the long straight here, going towards some very, very deep and hard braking zone. You can really get on the ankles quite late, just about 100 metres before the corner. Just showing how good F1 cars are today. Gets good traction on the exit. We'll probably let this go into 5th before dropping it down into 3rd for the corner. Hits his apex. Probably could have carried a little bit more speed through there, and it is going to be an improvement. It's 34.9. Takes him to P1 grid. You can definitely tell the difference between that lap and someone who's a couple of divisions up, but for the division, that's a very good lap time, but it is incredibly close between the top guys here tonight. GSY Davey in 4th, it's 4/10 off the pole time set by Lisbon Lions, so it does show it's very close, and I'm sure some of the guys have probably not set representative lap times a bit further down, so we'll get off board Lisbon Lions now, and we'll move on board with, not Sick Virtuoso because he's in the pit lane, but we'll try and get Gaz LFC Gerard, who's just finishing his lap and runs wide in the final corner. Will this be an improvement? I don't think so. It isn't, so will he go again? No, he's dropping the speed, so he'll probably go for one last flying lap. Crazy Fish now on the option tyres. Can he improve at all? We're going through this very, very difficult set of corners. Fights too much on the inside, gets too much grass, and makes that following corner rather narrow. We're now coming down. It's pretty similar time. It runs wide. Oh, he made that's just the kind of errors he just can't make at the moment. Gravedigger now, currently P8 in a Ferrari. Again, runs slightly deep, doesn't clip the apex like Lisbon Lions did, but it's not the end of the world. Gets good traction all loose at the back, and Lisbon Lions lost connection. Good night tonight so far. You're back. So our current provisional pole sitter has lost connection to the game, so there's only 4 minutes left, and the session 3.5 minutes left, so everyone's bumped up a place to that destination. This been improved for Gravedigger. It is 35-0, and that's pole.
Nice lap from Gravedigger.
It's incredibly close. I mean, if Lisbon Lions was still here, the top 5 would be covered by 4 tenths. So,
Are they on the options or prime?
They are all on the options from what I've seen so far. Killers is on a 35-7 to the next in 5th place. Shame about Lisbon Lions though. He had to miss out on quali. Hope his connection doesn't lose out again because
yeah.
You know, he looked quite good qualifying. He got the pole I think just after you left and set some good laps. Let's try and get him in anyway. He's only got 2.5 minutes, so he better hurry up. Otherwise, we've lost the driver before we even started. Full lobby again tonight, and there are a couple of drivers who have not qualified. 18 PX Beast and Clark, who haven't qualified. Somehow, although you disconnected, you start in front of me. That's not fair. Right.
It's
did you reset
just
your
taking
internet?
Results from last season.
Oh, very funny. Have you?
Yeah.
You did. Who are you on board with currently?
Gravedigger, but I should be moving away as I believe he is just
So
set a
Lisbon
lap.
Lions is back now. Hopefully his connection won't lose out. It's just a one-off. But that's first.
The boy 83 UK is just about to go across the start finish. Start a lap, I
get
believe.
To him then. I don't think GS by Davies.
No, he's not. He's going in the pits, so he's gone out and
come
come straight back in.
False
Mini
information.
And an out lap. Well, he was. He wasn't even on a lap. He wasn't on a lap or nothing. So.
Gravedigger, I think, is on an in lap. Jay Pearce is winding up for a lap in the Red Bull. He does need a good week this week after losing what was probably going to be the win Australia and a decent result at Malaysia as well.
Yeah, that's right, Davey. He's on a lap.
There's only going to be, what, 5 drivers on a lap towards the end of this session, so not that many. I mean, most of them should get another lap if they want it, but... This is it. Apex, but this is an improvement.
Gotta be pole
by a mile. What a lap from Davey there. 6 tenths quicker than anyone else. I thought he could have got another couple of tenths on that last corner. He just seems to be a little
JPS lining up. I'm gonna get on board the JPS. He's in 3rd place.
Definitely runs right out the final corner. DRS
he
wide
does
open.
indeed. So late he leaves it before he.
It's actually a long, not boring corner, but it's, you know, it's one of those corners.
You have to
long,
keep your
winded.
concentration
You do,
at
because
absolute maximum.
you got to be all the gear shifts if you run manual gears, and you got to get it bang on right. The line is so important for the first sector. That is the first sector. Well, and the drive out of the folding part of the corner. It's quite important to say.
That first sector looked pretty good to me.
Yeah, he looked pretty planted there. Didn't make any obvious mistakes. Keeping it nice and tight through the sweepers, which he did last time.
Oh, he's gone a bit wide.
He's done the same as he did last time. He's run wide and he loses it.
God, it could have been such a good lap, that.
Well, let's see.
You never know.
It's a 57. It's a little bit behind. Not Psychic Taco. He's
given
backed
up.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
Dick Ozone's going to be the first one across the line. So he's just coming down to the hairpin now.
He's
incredibly late to brake. Oh, just a bit wide.
The apex slightly, but it's not the end of the world, is it?
No, we got a good exit, so let's see how we. Oh,
Bollard
cut
smashed
it. He goes wide.
That Bollard, he just got on too early, and that's no improvement. I mean, if he got that final corner right, it would have been an improvement. Has Crazy Fish improved? If it is, it's going to be a minor improvement. It is, and it is a minor improvement by half a tenth. So, there you have it. You got GSY David 6 tenths in the end. It was so close between these guys for a lot of the qualifying session, and in the end, pulls 6 tenths, to the next driver. Quite a sort of remarkable distance there. Lisbon Lions would have been there or thereabouts. Unfortunately, his disconnection means that he starts behind us to the back of the grid in 16th place, which is not where he knows he should be. So, be interesting to see what he can do going through the pack. But 50% of the no good. These races so far this week have been very, very close. I mean, last night's GP3, 1 second was the gap between first and second. I mean, so I know it's only, I'm not sure if it was 50 or 100 for them. I think it was 100% for them. So 1 second, I think it was like 10 seconds covering the top 4. So not as close as our GP2 Austin race, but it was pretty good. You kind of think you could beat it. I think the whole deal was 20 seconds split in a 100% race. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, certainly. Who are you going for the win for tonight, Dan?
Well, it's going to be one of 14 drivers, that's what I'm going to say. Well, we can probably narrow that down to about one of probably 3 or 4. I mean, GSY Davies, the obvious pick, you would say, based on that qualifying performance. I mean, but I think it's
there's one driver that I'm not going to rule out, because I praised him a lot in the first race, and he was the most consistent driver out there, the most fluent through corners, and that's Tucker Harley. And I know he's down the table a little bit, but he's on the brown tyre.
He's top of the league, isn't he? He's top of the division on 33 points. He's suffering in 9th place on the grid. But yeah, you've got to be right.
You never know what's going to happen up front. I mean, if a guy out front makes a mistake or someone disconnects like JPS, but you know, he might have a fluent race. If he has no incidents, he might be able to fight his way through and challenge for the podium, certainly, I think, because the way he drives is down
tonight. My man's got to be Jay Pearce. I think his Australia performance was good. Shame about the connection. His Malaysia performance was good. He's not got any advantage on anyone in terms of raw lap time, so it's going to have to come down to, you know, driving consistently and making sure he doesn't get any incidents or anything. But I think, you know, out of all of the guys there, he's the one who needs it the most after his first couple of disconnections. So a win for him. That is great. I think he's looked good all season. A win at Australia. Only 1 point at Malaysia. I don't understand why that was. Can't remember now. But Jordan Kelly on the chat says, watch out for XRL killers in P5. Sigby to Ozone as well is a good shout. He's had a very tough couple of races.
Definitely.
I mean, the first 2 races for him, he says he's not a fan of the first 2 tracks. He'll be much more competitive getting to China.
I remember XRL killers. I mean, he showed some really good pace once he was on the fresh tyres around Melbourne. I think he just had a bit of bad luck towards the first and second part of that race, but I mean, he did look to have some good pace, so he's definitely one not to rule out, I would say. But well, Tucker Harley for me. I'm going to take a wild shot at Tucker Harley.
Jay Pearce and Tucker Harley we're going for, so the 2 Red Bull drivers we're pretty much going for in this race. Can you go in and just ask if they're ready?
Yeah.
And then we'll get going. Full 50%, 28 laps of the F5000 China Grand Prix. You can watch on multi-Twitch tonight, live from China, from the F5 and T6 divisions. Me and Kieran Kelly in the box here, and I believe we've got Mr. BHA Captain Waiter and F1 Speed in the box of the T6. So keep involved on both of those. Give us some updates if you can, and it'll be interesting to see how that gets on, because at the end of the day, they're both 2 50% races, so we should be able to get on board with them very shortly. But we'll be right back, giving you live action of 50% from the F5. So what can you expect in Season 7 from the Excite Racing League? Unrivaled coverage from all 7 leagues we run, from F1 right down to Tier 6 and the F1 Classics. Watch live streams on race nights, as well as the Sunday night pre-show. New multi-Twitch means that you can watch 2 league races or points of view at once. Watch our league races on YouTube a few days after the race for non-Flash users, mainly iPad and iPhone users. Watch clips from the forums, such as overtakes of the week and any other uploads from league races directly put onto our forum page for you to watch. Join the forum discussion. Give your pre and post race analysis, as well as all the talking points from your league races, real life F1, and get to learn to know more of the community. So what are you waiting for? Watch League XRL and get the inside track.
Oh wow, everyone's there.
Right. So, here we go, 50% of the F5 division live from China. hopefully we can see you watching on multi-twitch, giving us some insights on what's happening in the tier 6 race, and we're now on the grid. So you're going for Tucker in 9th, I'm going for Jay Pearce in 3rd. Currently we have got XGSY Davey in pole position with XRL Gravedigger, the Australian winner in P2, and then me and Pearce at the back. Oh, we actually do start at the back. I thought Lisbon Lions was going to start behind us, but he's not. So we've got 14 drivers, a pool grid.
We need you to give other cars as much space as possible today. With this many cars on track, we're expecting trouble at the first corner.
Hi, mate. Nah, I'm not.
Right, so away, and here we go for the F5 division race, and let's get on board with our pole sitter, GSY Davey. He's got the outside, so he's going to have Jay Pearce looking down on the inside. Ooh, looked like Jay Pearce got a little bit of a nudge there. Was it lag? I'm not sure, but he keeps the position in P2. The Red Bull. Oh, that's not Jay Pearce. Who is that? I'm forgetting people.
I'm watching from the back. They all seem to be clean out of turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, there was a little bit of lag from the McLaren, I noticed. I don't know who is in that McLaren. Let's try and get a bit further back, but it seems to have stabilised out now. No incidents going into turn 4, so that's a very good start from all these guys. Daz LFC Gerard in 4th place. It is a far cry from where he's been recently. Siegfried to Ozone's dropped down to P5, so what a start for Daz LFC Gerard getting up to 4th. He's holding his own.
Harley has dropped to 12th. Didn't them open a few corners?
Oh dear, your prediction is not going so sweetly now.
He's got a run on a Mercedes out. McLaren even. He's gone down the inside. Gone. I think he's just given him a bit room then.
I'm going to try and stick it in the middle because I don't want to miss any action at the front. Don't want to miss any action at the back. So
I'm on board with the boy for UK side by side with a Mercedes, and I don't know who it is, but they're both in the option tyres side by side going down to the hairpin. And the McLaren's joined the party, 3 wide into the hairpin.
A move by Crazy Fish. Oh, Daz LFC Gerard's gone off the track. He's gone deep and has lost a place not only to Siegfried to Ozone for P4, but his teammate in P5, Mini Ninja. And Daz LFC Gerard's now under pressure from the division head, who is Crazy Fish. There's a little bit of a gap opened up between 8th and 9th place. 8th being, I think that's XRL Killers in 8th. Yes, it is.
And 9th is Lisbon Lions, and he's jumped from last up to 9th.
Oh, that's a fantastic start. So 5, 6 places in the lap, 6 places up in the lap.
But he took 2 places into the hairpin, and it was a clean move.
Fair play, I wish I got that now. And he's already starting to break away from 10th place. So these guys.
He's already on the back of 8th.
He's already
now,
on the back, yeah. These guys could be the difference between him catching up the likes of GSY Davey for a front, which is your only issue. But he's got an absolute flyer of a start. Killers now.
I'm going to change my prediction.
Oh yeah. Why don't you just change your prediction on the last lap? Corner from you, that might be a good idea.
So if there's no my luck, I'd say it, and then he'd crash out. Oh, the Lotus
that's a dangerous move from Killers. He knew what he was doing there, I think.
Yeah, he just gave him a little, almost like a tail whip.
It was kind of, well, I'm going back to the racing line, and I know you're there, but I don't care.
I'm gonna go for Lisbon Lions.
Lisbon Lions, yeah. If he can get past them, then yes. But I mean, his pace again isn't superior to, is much better than others at the front. You can't take that move against
which he hasn't, but XR Killers has gone up his inside.
He can't.
Oh, and he's cut the corner. XR Killers, he's gonna have to give that place back. That was a massive corner cut into the last corner, which I don't think he's gonna do.
But it's got a lap, so
yeah.
Even if he doesn't do it straight away. And knowing Lisbon Lions' pace, he's going to have him here.
Wow, he's already done him. So what a move.
What a move. We don't even have to... We can just say that's given back.
He's going to... We had a little look at the inside there, the side, but thought better of it.
We've got to look for who takes the week here, come on. Right, that's our next job. As well as the whole track extending, but it looks like everyone's sort of starting to sort of group out now. This is a bit of an interesting group, 8th down to 5th. with Crazy Fish up into P5, so he's had a good start. And they've got the two Saubers, I believe, behind him, Daz and Mini Ninja. So Mini Ninja's dropped one, so Crazy Fish making some good progress. Daz running deep to get such a bad X out of this corner, and Lisbon Lions is going to look to do him around the outside.
Rounds outside.
He's going to have the DRS
oh my
as well.
days. What a move. How has he got the traction? Honestly, he just got that traction.
That is pretty good to get the traction at the outside there.
He's got DRS.
Daz is fighting back. He seems to have a really good gearbox, and Mini Ninja could be in
Free wide.
too.
Free wide. Oh. Lisbon Lions looking to go around the outside. He's gone a bit deep though, but I think he's going to get them.
A little bit of nudging.
He's going to get the both of them.
He's going to get, yeah, he's got the inside here going into the corner. And yep, that's a pretty fair move. Lisbon Lions, he said, right, I'm on the inside, that's my position. Mini Ninja's actually gone from 5th down to 9th in 2 corners. So that's not good. And Killers has got right up in there as well. So he's overtook Daz LFC Gerard for P7. These guys really fighting it out for what is effectively single figure points at the moment. But
tell you what, Lisbon Lions is absolutely flying. He's gone from last to P6.
P6, that's amazing.
Oh, we've got a lagging 5-second lag from the McLaren.
Oh, that wasn't Lisbon Lions.
It was his teammate.
That was his teammate,
No, it was his
6
teammate.
to Ozone, who's got the
So
lag
Lisbon Lions now
and
to
gone
5th.
right into this battle. Well, that helps Lisbon Lions out because, well, those guys in the lead.
He's made 9 places in the space of 4 laps.
What a start. What a start for him. And now, wow, we've got about a 5-way scrap for 6th to 10th as round the outside Mini Ninja goes, and that's a cracker of a move there, and he's going to hold as well.
Gravedigger's up in the first. I don't know if he was in P1 before, but
he wasn't in P1. He was in P2 on
he
the
is
grid.
now.
+1.
Gravedigger.
Like
JPS has gone. Yeah, JPS has gone up into first now. He's on the prime tyre. Gravedigger tried to brake late. Took on the carton line, as Swish would say. But he's got JSY Davey on the outside going to the last corner, and Gravedigger left him go through. Oh, he's pitted. Gravedigger's pitted.
Well, it's about right. I mean, you don't want to do too many laps, as there is now. Probably it's not going to be too far away from being like a 9-car scrap. As Daz LFC Gerard goes from the gravel on pit entry, trying to do a Lewis Hamilton. No, he just gets in the gravel, but he's been going wide at hairpins and everything. So I think it's about time he pits. But
stayed out.
Ozone's in the pits as well. He's going to get held up by the Sauber of Daz LFC Gerard.
GSY Davey got a bit of oversteer out of turn 2 and just lost him a little bit of ground on JPS.
The undercut is so powerful here, and you have to fancy Gravedigger's chances. Now look at the clean air he's got. He's in 12th, so 3 from the back, and he's got about a 7
Is that him just coming out of turn 2?
Yeah, he's now going down to the hairpin. He's the first one. I mean, he's got about a 7 or 8 second gap to Clarks, who's in P11, and that's just open road. I mean, those guys will be pitting. Drake up into P9.
Davies' tyres have gone. He's just getting so much oversteer. Oh, he's just got understeer going into
Tucker 104 Harley starting on the prime tyre to begin with. He's now up into P7 after the pit stops. As we've got Ferrari of Crazy Fish, who's run wide there. And now he's under pressure as Mini Ninja takes him on the inside. Going on to the long straight, he's got full traction on the exit. Oh, and he's gone onto the curb and on the grass. And he's gone down to 9th. The tyres have just fallen away in the space of this lap, basically. And now there's a 4-way scrap for P4. AC picks piece lifting.
Oh wow!
He's coasting just to get into.
I've only just noticed. Lisbon Lions is up into 3rd.
Well, he'll be in 2nd now.
Oh, he's made the pit. That was a late pit entry. That's how he went to take the last corner, and then realised he wanted to make a pit stop.
Tucker 104 Harley now on the prime tyre. Is going to go around the outside of the Mercedes of ACPXB. Now he's going to try and cut on the inside that Mercedes. Surprising to stay out 6 laps on the option tyres.
And Gravedigger has already gone through on GSY Davey. And he's about a second ahead of him, maybe even more. He's about 2 seconds. Maybe even more. So, Davey making that extra lap not count on his option tyres, but
It's a
he's going to
real
have
sort
an
of
extra lap on his primes.
It's just an everything. You don't know what's going on at the moment. There's people doing pit stops, people not doing pit stops. I've just had to jot down that Tucker 104 Harley incident. Term of ACPX Beast as Draco Fire just goes clean on the inside of, I think that's XRL Killers, and now he's going to have a look at trying to go around the outside of ACPX Beast. He'll get the inside for the following corner. There's not enough space. Can he get the traction? ACPX Beast must be struggling with his option 6.
Gravedigger's caught to the back of these already.
Yeah.
He's got the boy 83 UK just in front of him. He's going to get past him before DRS, maybe. No, they're both going to have DRS.
Quite surprised Draco Fire hasn't got closer to the Merc P3 here. At the straight. You got
Gravedigger just sits behind. Oh, the boy 83 UK just went straight through there.
That is somehow lucky he went and missed.
Ghosted.
Yeah. I mean,
he's just lost so much time there.
That was a loss of concentration, sloppy mistake. I don't know what you want to call it.
I think there was Gravedigger right behind him, which he obviously isn't challenging him, but I mean, it looked as if he sort of put him off, whether it was going to be a late lunge down to turn into the hairpin.
I mean, ask him. So Tucker's already pitted 6 laps on prime tyres and he's in. The Merc is in of ACPXB, so he's done 6 laps on the options. He's managed to do the same amount of laps on those tyres, and the boy 83K is in as well.
Is right behind his teammate now. Oh, and his teammate is lagging everywhere. Who is that? 6v2 Ozone. He's lagging a little bit in front of Lisbon Lions.
Draco and P2 and Jay Pierce is in the lead. Who did I say, hey? Nah, he's still got to do his pit stop, but he has got the prime stint out of the way, whereas some of these others haven't. Carb's now going to get overtaken by the Merc of GSY Davey. He's going to have a look down the inside. He's going to have to go around the long way. He's lost a bit of traction, gone a little bit deep onto the curb, and Carbs holds, but not for much longer as he just did not get the same traction as GSY Davey on those new tyres.
Lisbon Lions is going to take his teammate here, and he's not even going for the slipstream, but he's got DRS, and he is side by side, and now he's now gone past him. Yeah,
I think
that should be it. I think.
I'm sort of conceding that one, if I'm honest.
Oh, he's went deep into the hairpin, very deep.
That is, you know, you can't be affording to do those mistakes. He was unchallenged for that position.
I know.
His teammate virtually let him through on the straight. He didn't have to try and race for position or anything, so it's a bit of an odd one, but he's going to have to do that move again.
Yes, right, Davey on the back of a Williams. Is that AC? No, that is Draco Fire. So Davey right on the back of Draco Fire now. He needs to get rid of him so he can get on the back of Gravedigger. He's going to try around the outside of the hairpin. Nice move. He's just went round the outside. It's not done, and now it looks like it's done. So Draco having to concede that position there. A great move by GS5 Davey. Did you catch that?
Killers here. Oh no. I'm on
No.
a separate battle now. XRL Killers, Daz LFC Gerald and Mini Ninja. So Killers is in a Salva sandwich. That is a tongue twister right there. But these guys are all pretty close. But everyone's pretty close. Everyone's got a fight of some kind apart.
Lisbon Lions again challenging his teammate.
Gravedigger is our race leader with Davey in second. So Jay Pierce has made his stop and has come out. Well, he's come out way down on the front two. He's actually gone out in P7.
Draco has lost another position.
Yeah,
and he's going to lose another. Lisbon Lions,
no,
or is he? No, he just backs out of that.
That's quite surprising.
Oh, but he's going to get him now.
Or is he? I mean, Carbs can easily say, no, you've got to go a long way round. It's a tough corner to go the long way round. He doesn't.
You know
He's
what?
going to have
It's
DRS.
not Draco. It wasn't Draco, it was his teammate. Who's Draco? To Clarbs. It was Clarbs that was losing the positions.
So Clarbs has lost the
Oh,
position.
XRL Killers come round the outside of Daz into turn 1. Daz has got the inside line, but as Killer's got the traction around the outside. He has, and he's going into turn 2.
Look at that, that's what traction gives you. That's another place for him, he's now into P5, but yeah, well, he's a good sort of 5-6 seconds off of the leading two who he was
Well,
fighting
XRL
with.
Killers just went round the outside of Dazza turn 1.
I miss everything tonight, that sums it all up, doesn't it?
Who have we got at the front? It looks like Davies catching Gravedigger.
Yeah, these two are getting rather close now. Gravedigger hasn't got the pace on this stint. And Jay Pearce, well, who I thought was his nearest competitor in this race, he's now P5. Now, you have got Sick B2 Ozone, who I think is in a false position. But you've got Lisbon Lions, who definitely isn't in a false position in front of him. So these guys, well, they're about 6 seconds off, and they are, I think they are lapping slightly
Davies
quicker.
into first. Stands at the hairpin, he breaks a little earlier. And the Ferrari, who's gone. Well, Gravedigger went for late braking, but he still managed to try for the undercut, and it didn't work because Davies gone wide and Gravedigger's gone through.
Don't think Davey can really complain about that. Gravedigger got an absolutely
Another
fantastic
silly mistake
corner. And yeah.
One of the fast drivers, which they can't keep on doing.
These guys fighting, though, is bringing this pack of 3 who aren't really fighting. They're following each other round more than fighting. And they're closing the gap. I think Sick B2 Ozone's actually slightly holding his teammate up and the Red Bull driver of Jay Pearce. They seem to be held up by the McLaren in P3. But the gap is really reducing now. That was visible at that hairpin. That gap must be no more than 4 seconds, if that. As Lisbon Lions, I think, has set fastest lap of the race of a 38.79, I think Jay Pearce did just before. Mini Ninja's not doing too bad. He's starting to break his teammate's gap.
Oh yeah, he has actually. Jay Pearce does, but he's only by literally 1,000, or a couple of thousands.
Really?
From Ozone.
I think it does show, doesn't it? It does show these guys are really.
ATP Beast has got the fastest lap of the race. A 38.4.
And all these guys are fighting with someone. I mean, if it wasn't for the Boy 83 UK's mistake at the hairpin before he pitted, he would have been right in the mix with some of these guys. And that's the only reason why he's a little bit off the pace now. But all the rest of the guys, they seem to be very close.
Back up on the inside of the hairpin.
Get back up
Gravedigger goes for the cutback. He's got a bit of care saved. He must be saving it for the straight.
Yeah,
Is Davey gonna keep it in the lines? He does. But Davies Gravedigger uses a little bit of his cares. DRS Open is going to look to go around the outside of turn 1 by the looks of things.
These guys
he's not exactly gaining, is he, with that DRS?
No, I didn't even notice that Davey was using hers though. Oh, as Davey runs wide onto the grass, it's so hard to get back on the track. And he's lost a good second there. Another mistake for GSY Davey. And that now will bring him easily into Lisbon Lions' path, who's got past his teammate, now into P3, and only about a second and a half off our P2 runner, Davey. So he's got a great chance. Yeah. You're in with a shout now.
Well,
this top 5 could go any way. I mean, this top is Jay Pearce up, could go any way. It's a clear divide from 5th to 6th. I mean, you know, it's 5 people fighting for 3 places. Mini Ninja's now starting to break the gap from 6th to 7th. Crazy Fish has got past Daz LFC Gerard, and so has Tucker, who's now actually trying to have a look at Crazy Fish. He's on the option tires after starting on the prime, and he'll be looking to get a couple of places, but definitely not running to the potential he showed at Melbourne.
Well, Ozone's still lagging.
You sure it's not that funny straight? Because I mean, everyone lags.
No, I've seen it a few times. It seems to ghost and then for like a second or two, and then it just goes right back in front. As JPS has made the move on him, DRS.
Yeah, so now he's now fighting that podium spot. But that right. Any of these guys, the undercut's so powerful, just use an undercut. As the undercut's being used by Sick B2 Ozone, he's in.
But Lisbon Lions has got DRS on Davey going into turn 1, but he closes it just before.
He's trying to look round the outside.
He's going for the outside line.
He'll get a good drive into this corner.
He's going to get, oh, definitely he's going to have the tighter line.
But he runs slightly deep on the exit, and Davey can just pull away. away a little bit. Kerr's being used by Lisbon Lions, but can't make it to any good effect. And these guys are slowly closing on to back. And Draco, not
Lisbon
Draco,
Lions
Gravedigger
going
again.
deep.
Yeah, he did go deep.
Well, Davies just he's ruined it for himself really in this opening stint and a half. If he didn't make them two silly mistakes, he could have been maybe a few seconds clear of Gravedigger, because he clearly had the pace on Gravedigger. And he caught up to him twice, and now he's having to do it for the third time. So if he didn't make them mistakes, he maybe could have been a few seconds up the road and not having to defend for Lisbon.
There's not been any major incidents.
Jay Pierce is now on the back of Lisbon Lions. Is he going to get it before DRS? I think he is.
You just don't know who to follow. I mean, I'm looking a bit further down because his battle stands there.
Jay Pierce is side by side with Lisbon Lions, and he's now past them. Lisbon Lions trying to get into the slipstream.
Yeah.
And he breaks a little bit early.
That is position done. I'd be quite wary of Sigby Tuoso, who is now going to undercut and take the lead. He will take the lead on these guys as Gravedigger's in.
Pit.
And the others don't. So Gravedigger trying to undercut slightly and trying to maybe fend off Sigby Tuoso, who took an extra lap earlier than him. Those guys
the Lions going on the inside, turn on, but he just backs out of it as JPS cuts across, and that was smartly done by Lisbon Lions.
Yeah, probably never going to be the move there. Nearly.
Yeah, I mean, it's always going to close that gap.
He's got to be sure of making the move before he does it on the corner like that. It could ruin your race. Any corner can if you do it wrong.
There seems to be a little battle going on.
There is a massive battle going down from 4th to 7th.
Is that Daz?
That's
it's Mini Ninja on Crazy Fish. And he did get a better run out of 2. Down to the hairpin. He's going to have a late breaking move. No, he's better of it. He gets a little tap in the Mercedes.
Yeah.
A little love tap.
Doesn't make it stick though, so he is. Oh no! He's been struggling with his connection tonight, and well, that has pretty much confirmed it as AC Pixley just goes past the Ninja without any care in the world. I think Mini Ninja's tyres might be going, but that is a shock for the McLaren of Lisbon Lions. He got his pick in quali. Unfortunately, he's only lasted 13 laps in the race, and well, that could have been just that. I mean, he was definitely fighting for a podium today, if not the win. So it's now 4 drivers fighting for 3 places then for this podium and the race win.
Oh, David gets a little bit of oversteer out of the hairpin, just got his tyres on the curb. Are they going to pit? No, JP has cut the last corner, stays out. Absolutely cut it by miles, didn't even hit the ball hard, he just missed it completely.
Good defence from Mini Ninja there. I was not expecting him to keep the position around the outside as him and Crazy Fish, Mini Ninja and Crazy Fish dive into the pit and make
changes. On board with Davey and see where Gravedigger comes out and all of this.
So Gravedigger's now out. He's gone ahead. Sigby Tuoso's gone out and is now ahead. So he's 3rd in this battle. And the Williams, I think that's Draco Fire and P6 on the option tyres is in this battle. I don't know how new his tyres are. I think they must be getting quite old. He seems to get reasonable traction out of the corner. He's not losing too much time to the Merc, who's on fresh rubber at the moment. So, yeah, I don't know. Just don't know who's going to win this race at the moment. I mean, by raw undercut.
You're not going to know until the last stint, are you?
No.
They're all on totally different strategies, especially up the front.
By raw undercut, you've got Sigby Tuoso winning this race. However, Riot's tag last night in the GP3 race proved that the raw undercut, although can be effective, he didn't have enough tyres on him at the end, and he got done.
Did he?
Yeah, and there was another couple of drivers who got done by I think it was Ryan last night as well in the F4, got done by undercutting. Towards the end of the race, he got found out with about 3 laps to go. He lost crazy positions. I mean, you got an undercut is powerful around here, but if you don't, you've got to manage the laps as well. And
Davies looking up the inside of 60 zone, but he thinks to the tighter line at the hairpin, but he's just not got the traction coming out.
The 60 zone just drops because he's not dropped. Sorry, he's right behind. This battle for.
Tell you what, who's Gravedigger behind there?
ACPX
Digger's
Beast,
looking.
and he's just gone
And
past.
JP has just come over, so JP has
is
lost
going
a
to be at
lot
the
of time
back
to
of the
these guys,
lot.
but he's going
He
to
will
have 2
have
extra laps on them tyres.
Exactly. I mean, that could
So
be
come the end of
worth
the
a
race,
lot.
that might be something.
It might be. You know, he's done prime so far. I mean, that might be good enough to, you know, start really using the option tyres. And wow, 6v2 Ozone trying to defend Davey side by side. Somehow keeps it, and Davey on the prime tyres is starting to look quite strong. Can he get past? Can he use his teammate to good effect? Because he's in the Ferrari, not Ferrari, the McLaren. Oh!
That's Davey.
Yeah, big incident. Big
Oh.
incident.
See, that was 6v2 Ozone. He's just lagged right back on my front of my screen. He's lost an end plate.
Yeah. Him and Davey got sidepod glitched at the chicane, the right hand with the quick S. Well, that's a killer for Ozone, because he's going to have to pit for a wing.
This may well be a 2-horse battle now, unless Davey
between
can close
the
that gap.
Australia drivers who battled it out. So that was lap 15. Davey plus.
Is it anyone's fault?
I wouldn't like to say, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I think if anyone, it's tough. I mean, CP2 Ozone had the inside. It was as if he was drifting wide, so it was up to Davey to leave maybe a little bit more room. But at the same time, sidepod glitch, you could have written that as a racing incident. But we'll have a look at it again a little bit more.
Digger is out front by a good
4 seconds, maybe 2, 3. It's about 3 seconds, isn't it?
4. I just counted about 4 seconds then.
But he has got 2 laps older tyres, so towards the end of the stint, it will tell.
Yeah, definitely about 4 seconds gap between them.
We have 3 Ks in the pit, and Lotus are having a bad day so far. 12
But
and
Davey,
11.
you can't even reel Davey out. Nah, well, I know I did kind of reel him out then, but he maybe had lost that time, but he's still about a second and a bit behind JP.
You know, got a heap of penalties going on. But Davey got a 10-second penalty, I assume, for that incident.
Tucker.
You have Tucker, who's got 20.
And Killers.
I'd love to know what that's for. Yeah, Killers got a 10-second penalty as well. So we're gonna have to query those after the race. Let them hand up as the race goes on. And if
but where's Daz? Why is Daz last? What's happened to Daz?
I don't know. He's been slowly going back. He had such a good start.
He's at the back by a mile though. Like, he's a good few seconds behind 12. I'm just watching his lap zone. His fastest lap.
I mean,
yeah, maybe.
Because we have seen a few mistakes from him so far tonight, so maybe it's just a consistency issue. There's a Ferrari there, Crazy Fish going incredibly defensive and actually holding his position. ACPX Beast couldn't go anywhere else apart from that, and he's going to have to pass up there. Fair play, I mean, he couldn't go anywhere else, otherwise he was going to cause an incident. So, as now Tucker is right on the back, DRS wide though. He's going to use some curves, so he'll be looking to go around the outside into turn 1. He make it? No, he doesn't back top. He should have had a go.
Yeah, I think what he was trying to do was gambling on, is it ACPX Beast, is it?
Yeah.
In front of him? Yeah, I think he was gambling on him, drifting a bit wider, and he looked to get the earlier braking and jump off the middle, the inside. But he just, ACPX Beast, just kept it tight to the apex, yeah. Just completely blocked Tucker off, which is fair play to him. You know, Draco isn't far off these guys. I've just been watching him, and he's closed the gap a little bit over the last half a lap to a lap for these guys.
So he's not doing so bad. Crazy Fish in P4. This is a much better performance for him. So now he's struggling lately. A massive, monumental gap to these top 3: GSY Davey, Jay Pierce, and Gravedigger. Where's 6v2 Ozone in all of this then? I assume he's pipped for a new set of tyres and a wing. But where has that put him out? I don't know.
9th, he's down in P9, and he's got clean air behind and in front.
Well, he won't have too much clean air at this rate though, because he'll probably be closing in on the group of 4 very, very quickly. Klarbs is in P10, so he's got a point at the moment. But yeah, Draco Fire, he's closing in on this group of 4. He's got a 4-way scrap for P4. Crazy Fish leading it with Tucker at the back of it, and in the middle got AC Pix Beast, and I believe that's Mini Ninja in P6. It's a tight little scrap, I mean, it's tight scraps all the way down. Ah, Fierce is gone again. So let's get back on this. P5 and 4. 80 PXPs now. Having a look down the inside. He's going to have a go. Thank you very much. Ferrari should have had a moment there. And Crazy Fish losing out there by a position. So Mini Ninja now. He's going to have a look. These guys are very, very closely grouped to Draco Fire. Starting to get onto the back of it. He's about a second and a half off. If these guys keep battling, then that will be caught up in no time at all. Let's see if we can get Fearless back in quickly before they get to the braking zone. DRS wide open for Tucker. He's going to have a look at Mini Ninja now. He's just dropped off the Ferrari ever so slightly. Can't make any moves stick though. You can't make it stick, so unlucky. But Draco Fire has now caught up to these guys. So there could be some serious gains for Draco today in the championship hunt if he can keep closing in and keep gaining a few positions at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. But we're going to go down to the front between this battle now between Gravedigger and Jay Pearce. They're pretty much reenacting the Australia battle that they had. JK sending me a message. They're battling. He will come back. He's just been disconnecting, so I wouldn't worry about it. There's only 9 laps to go now anyway. But Jay Pearce, he has looked the car to beat in these last few laps. He's got significantly fresher tyres. He's going to have a look, get the cut back here. Can he get enough traction down? Gravedigger really struggling, and that's the move done for Jay Pearce. He nearly forces the Ferrari out wide, uses the curves, and now should get a DRS. He opens DRS. Well, that doesn't say it on our information. He has actually got it. And yeah, Gravedigger, slight nudge. I'd say he can't take that position, Gravedigger. He doesn't, and Gravedigger spun it. Well, not spun it, he's lost a lot of control. He's now, Davey is there for him to get passed by, and Gravedigger goes into the pits. He's been struggling with tyre wear all day today, and he's in. So he's going to get the undercut again, but as Jay Pearce may have enough time to just cover this one this time around. Let's get Key back in. So AC Pix Beast is in 3rd place. He's sort of been in the middle of this group today. He's been just about quicker than the guys behind, but he's not been quick enough to get in the battle in front. So these guys, yeah, we've got a bit of a scrap a bit further back. We've got Tucker in P6 now. He's actually overtaken Mini Ninja, who's just struggling a touch on this stint. In the 6v2 zone, who's made his pit stop. He will have to pit again, which has cost him a lot in this race. You're back again.
The Xbox is playing up tonight, guys. Sorry about that. What?
Well, that's not good.
Nope.
Well, you haven't missed too much. Jay Pearce is now our race leader. He got passed by Gravedigger, and then Gravedigger losing it almost on the hairpin after the DRS straight. He's gone in the pit, so he'll get an undercut again. But Jay Pearce, if he was to pit now, Jay Pearce, I think he's probably got enough to hold the position. But I think he's just going to do it on raw laps. He could go in now on prime tyres, but I mean, he might well stay out.
I think he's going to stick to his strategy and go on the options for the last set.
Yeah, 6-7 laps on the options at the end about right. Gravedigger might have too much to do. if he
Yeah.
runs that. So as Sick-B to Ozone finally getting a move done, he's now up to P7. But his race, he's now fighting with the wrong crowd. He was racing for what he was racing for the top 5, and now he is racing effectively for position for 5th to 7th or something like that. And I mean, he is racing for position because he will have to pit again.
There's always been that battle there though for them positions, and it seems to be a group. The group always seems to be changing. Yeah, there always seems to be the odd car, the odd driver that might get out of it, but then someone else gets stuck in it. And it's going to go all the way to the end of the race.
Or 10th and getting involved in it, like we saw Draco before he disconnected. He was getting involved in it. He got right up in there. Don't know where he is now. Actually, that's a good point. I might have a quick look. As I think that's 6 to Ozone thinking about a move on Crazy Fish in the Ferrari. AC Pix Beast is up in 4, right behind Gravedigger. So these guys pretty close on track. But yeah, I don't know where Draco is now. I think he might have pitted a little bit early and gone on the primes for the final stint.
Crazy Fish tyres look to be going off there. 6 to Ozone. Looking up his inside, but he's just not brave enough.
Since his incident, he's just been playing safe, 6 to Ozone. And now, a bit lag.
It's just, yeah, that's what I keep getting.
As he now gets DRS, opens it, side by side. Whoa! Hard to really tell. He doesn't usually have this sort of internet issue. He's going to have the inside of the corner. They don't touch, and he gets much better traction on the exit. So that is position done. I think there would have been some communication there, because that's a bold one from Crazy Fish to keep on going into the pits. That was, I wouldn't want to be the person.
Yes, right, Davies come out the pits. Jay Pierce has come out the pits, and he's just filtered in behind AC DX Beast. And he's on to the option tyres, so he's got about 6 laps.
What has Gravedigger in the lead got on then? He's on the prime. So it's prime the option, and yeah, I mean, both tyres should go to the end, but it's giving the tyre wear factor for our race leader Gravedigger, which might just mean that he finishes in second today, but I can't really say at the moment.
Depends if Jay Pierce can keep it clean for these remaining 6 laps, because the tyres will last. That they will definitely last. But it's a tough one to call. He's just playing it cool. As he cut the corner a little bit there. He's got a full bar of K's, and he's got past Beast before he even get onto the straight.
But that's pretty much that. I mean, he's on primes and Jay Pierce is on options. He's going to even have the DRS for good measure. But sometimes even the other DRS is
Beast is coming back at him.
Powerful, isn't it?
And Beast has gone down his inside. As JP has got lost to the undercut.
That is extremely good that he braked it in time, but Jay Pierce was alert to the situation and just braked a little bit early and got back on the inside. So I think Jay Pierce
the ball out of him.
Yeah.
Just for good measure.
Should hold here. He should hold. He does hold. I think that's now that. So Jay Pierce, he's got 5-6 laps to claw about 4 seconds. So we'll see if he can do that, as now Sick-B to Ozone pits for the final time. And he's got a group of about 4 about to go over the start-finish line, and they will come out in front of him. He might come directly in the middle of it. He's out. And he is now going to come out in 8th, behind, just ahead of Crazy Fish. So it's not worked out too bad. I mean, he should be able to make those 2 places up based on pace and the fresh tyres. So,
but it's whether he's going to get the chance to, because being stuck in the middle of that pack, that's somewhere I would not want to be.
Definitely not. Daz LMC Gerard has recovered. He's now 11th, right behind this group. But yeah, look at that, just running wide there. Inconsistencies are easy to see. Club's in 12th, not scoring so far. And Killer's down in dead last, and he's got a penalty as well. So anyone who's got a time penalty today is going to be in trouble, because everyone's so close. As now Clarks looks so much more confident in P12. Daz just says, oh, you can go through before the corner. That's quite, he just sort of braked on the straight and said, just let him through. Hope he's like that at the go-karting day this Saturday. I might be quite happy with that.
Beast has pitted for the final time.
Beast, yeah, he's had extremely good tyre wear. I mean, good result for him today.
Yeah, definitely.
He's not been quite on the pace, but he hasn't been. He's been quicker than the group behind, but he's not been quick enough for the group in front. He's just been in a pace of his own. Oh, that's an interesting place to destroy a vehicle, Daz.
Would you reckon it was on the bollard, maybe?
No, it's at the end of the straight. As if he just drove on.
That doesn't look too
Poor
promising.
Daz, I mean, I don't know why that was.
Should I send them an invite?
Yeah, I've just done that. It'll be interesting to see what he says. Because I don't really understand that. Draco firing P8. Starting to ask a few questions of Sick V2 Ozone. Actually, I think it's Sick V2 Ozone getting past. And now Draco fires the one under pressure from the Ferrari behind him. This is all for minor placings as well. I'm quite surprised they're running as low as they are. I thought they'd be running a couple
of positions higher
each.
Then you might want to get up to the front.
I thought these guys were running for like 5th, 6th, 7th area. They're racing for 8, 9, 10.
J. Pierce is now on the gearbox of Gravedigger, and he's going to get him into turn 1. He's got DRS, he's looking up his inside. He's already got him into turn 1. Can he keep his nerve and hold the position? He keeps it tight to the... Oh, and he's just gone wide. Gravedigger's going to be up his inside, but J. Pierce looks to have just held on. If he can keep it tight to the apex.
Yeah, but you'd think with those option tyres he's going to have the traction. But Gravedigger not giving up without a fight, using about a third of his curves. And now going to try and go around the outside. No, not there. You might be asking the question though. Again, doesn't use any curves on exit, or he does now. So he's now used half of his curves. J. Pierce is keeping it all, probably for the DRS defence.
Definitely, it goes wide though. Gravedigger closes up.
These guys have been
that's why Davey is going to be right on the back of Gravedigger soon as well if he's not careful.
Yeah, there he is, right there. Give Daz another invite. I mean, he's just popped online again, so we'll try and get a couple of words from him. Gravedigger has not got the drive, and he's just lost a good 7/10 on that corner. And Davey now on the options. He's now opened the DRS on Gravedigger, and it's going to be another position loss for Gravedigger. Daz, what happened?
You there?
Yeah, we
Hello?
are.
Yeah, my little lad just pulled my fucking wire out my pad and my car just went straight on.
Oh God! Oh dear. How was it? Bar that tonight, how was it?
It was going alright till lap 10. I don't know if you've seen that. On lap 10. Going up start finish straight, and I was in front of somebody. I went to turn into the corner, they was behind me, they just shunted me up the arse, pushed me into the fucking wall, and I lost my wing. Sorry for swearing.
Oh right, no, we haven't been catching that. There's been too many battles out there to watch.
Yeah, well I lost my front wing, like I said, on lap 10 because of that. And then...
Do you know who it was? Because they may well have got a penalty for it. Because there are a few drivers who got penalties. Do you know what car it was?
I'm not sure. I mean, it was...
It might have been Tucker Harley.
At first I thought it was my teammate, but then I realised it wasn't, because then he passed me a bit later on when I was cruising around with no wing. I couldn't afford to pit, because that would ruin my strategy and make me do a 4-stopper, you know, and I couldn't do that. Or 3-stopper, whatever, instead of 2. So yeah, it was going alright till lap 10, I was running in 7th, like fighting for 6th, 7th, 8th, whatever.
Yeah, you were in that little group, wasn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, like I said, I mean...
your teammate and Crazy Fish was there as well.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been Crazy Fish, but I ain't sure. I can't blame anyone because I didn't see it. You know what I mean? All I saw was the barrier.
I think it might It might be either XRL Killers or Tucker Harley, because they both do have penalties, and there's another driver with a penalty, but we think we know what that's for, so it might well be one of them two.
Either way, it was on the start-finish straight. Do you know what I mean? There was plenty of space either side as I was turning into the corner, and he just gone straight into the back of me. So I was turning in. He's pushed me into the inside barrier, lost my front wing, and then I had to do like 2 laps without a wing, just so I didn't ruin my strategy. And that put me right out. But I mean, I was catching. I was back into I got back into points, back into 10th, I think.
Yeah, we noticed that you'd fought your way back up in there. Because I thought you looked quite strong. I mean, we didn't quite know why you dropped so much.
Yeah, well that was it. It was just the front wing, basically.
Yeah. But Davy's now moved up into second, Dan.
Points on for you tonight. So Davey has moved up in second, got past Gravedigger with only a lap to go. Your teammate Mini Ninja's in P8, a bit lower than where I thought he would be tonight. Crazy Fish in P7.
The Mini Ninja, I was running in front of him for for the majority of the race.
For the majority of the race, yeah, you were.
Yeah, I was happy until I lost my wing. Like,
we are surprised about is Tucker. Tucker's up into P6. And we haven't really talked about him too much. He was running pretty much P9, P10 in the race. He's got himself into P6, so his tyres don't seem to be going off. So it looks like he could hold on to that with in 5th place, 6 V2 Who knows? He could have probably been a little bit better off if he didn't get in that instant GS by Davey. He did break a bit of his wing and it cost him big. Crazy Fish Beast in 4th. He's just been in a pace of his own.
Definitely.
I mean, he's down in P3, and that's a bit good result for him, but I mean, just don't know. Could be a lot better. Be interesting to see what the table is like now.
Yeah, cheers, Dan.
We also saw a moment where he let Clarbs through at the end of the second sector for that little twisty bit before the long straight.
Yeah, that
was in the middle of the straight. I was like, well, I hope you do that on Saturday when we go go-karting, because that'd be lovely.
Yeah, I did let him through. I thought there was no point in me battling him because he was in a better position than me. I still had to make another stop anyway. Just my ruined wing, so I thought I could just ruin his race or.
Just ruin his race. You're fighting for position, man.
Well, it wasn't for position. I'll just come out of the pits. No, he'd just come out of the pits. I think he was on fresh rubber. There was no point holding him up whatsoever. So I thought, just let him go, and that way I get DRS down the back straight as well. So either way, Fabs will be happy. I'm happier than what I would be. No, I won't be doing that on Saturday, Dan. I'm going to put spikes on my tyres on Saturday.
It's not going to be well. I think it's going to be quite a wet.
And JP is going across the line to take the victory. And now Davey going across.
Yeah, we might as well get these guys in.
I'm just going to have a quick look.
Can you sort out my incident without me, Dan? Because I've just got to jump off, mate.
That's alright, yeah, we can sort it out.
Oh,
just punished a lot of them if you want and put me first. I'm happy with that.
Tucker Harley nearly getting overtook by Crazy Fish.
Oh, Crazy Fish! Oh, that loss of traction did it. I mean, if he didn't lose the traction, he would have got. Well, he will get the time penalty, but we don't know that quite yet, so we can't. Time penalties can be taken off of Clarbs. 10th place for Clarbs today, actually 9th because of the time penalties. 383k down in 12th. Last person to finish as the penalty drivers are coming through. And well, 10 seconds to Davey. I mean, dropped in one place, but we can all ask these guys what they.
Have you sent them an invite?
No.
No. I'm sure I'll do it then.
Daz and Lisbon Lions not finishing, which is a shame for both of those. Daz definitely on for some points, and Lisbon Lions, well, he could have won the race possibly. Our race winner has joined the party. The prediction of me, Jay Pearce, you've been unlucky over the last couple of disconnection tonight. you get what you deserve this week and a race win.
Yeah, I mean, first time I used my trusty wire connection this season. It's definitely paid off. I'll just have to say that now.
Oh,
But I'd like to give a shout out to JK10 for all the pushing he's given me, for the harsh comments, the you can't do this, you can't do that. It's pushed me on. It's pushed me on to do better and achieve more.
And do we confident that you had the race in there today, or what do you think the guys?
After the second stint was a bit of a worry when I came out behind Lisbon. That was who I saw to be main rival as well, along with Davey. I mean, those two I viewed as threats throughout the race.
And obviously Lisbon Lions disconnecting obviously helped your chances no end.
Definitely.
What also at one point 5 of you, I think CB2O was in there as well, undercutting. Could have ruined the chance for a win, but congratulations, you beat everyone to it and got first place. Second was GSY Davey. Now you've been given a 10-second penalty, and we'll see what that was for after this once we've finished the stream. But overall, solid race.
Yeah, it's solid. I reckon I could have challenged for the win, but after the incident with 6v2 Ozone, that was it. I knew it was gone, especially once I saw the 10-second penalty.
And what do you think? What was your view on that?
Well, my view, I think I was a bit ambitious trying to go around the outside, and next thing, sidepod glitch, and that was it. We were both spun out.
Championship's looking quite good for you. You're right in there in the scrap. Potentially 18, 15 points, something around that area today. Also helps, I suppose. I think you've overtaken Tucker. And have now got 40 points to the championship after the first 3 races. Definitely showing a bit of consistency. Who do you see as who your main threats for the championship this season? Is it someone lower down like Jay Pearce, or are you looking more like Gravedigger, who's just in front of you in the championship at the moment?
It's both of them really. After seeing Jay Pearce finally finish a race and win, which was well deserved, and because Gravedigger's always been in the points so far, it's really close. Don't know who really.
Well, very well done on getting second place tonight. That will be clarified after, which we'll discuss after the stream, but well done. Third place, Gravedigger. Decent result for you, Gravedigger, but ultimately the tyres just ran out.
Yeah, I just couldn't get the tyres to last. And to be fair, if it did, Davey and David just had a pace over me. I just couldn't keep the gaps for them. So I knew they was going to come past me at one point. To be fair, it's just best of the rest really in that race.
That's a bit of a harsh statement, saying best of the rest. You're right up there fighting for the win, and I think you are the championship leader now on 44 points. You are our championship leader.
Yeah, I got the most bad races out of the way though. Not very quick on them 3 races.
Well, that's a good sign. You and Jay Pearce fighting out again, as if you were continuing from Australia. You were extremely close around there again this week.
Yeah, I have a lot of trust in that lad. I love racing like that with him.
Obviously racing in F4 last year as well.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, guys. Top 3 from the F5 division. Now, me and Pete Markroft will be in the box on Saturday night for round 4, live from Sakir at Bahrain.
Sunday night.
Sunday.
Did I say Saturday?
Not Saturday.
well, actually, funny you say that, because there will be nothing on Saturday, so you don't want to be watching that. Well, there might be classics, actually. Oh no, we're having a week off classics because it's the go-karting day. Come on, guys, go-karting. Everyone wants to go go-karting. We've got a free ticket we want to give away, and no one's really won it. Come on. I want to have a nice round number, 10 people. It should be good fun. We're going to go and watch the Spanish Grand Prix qualifying before we go go-karting and make a bit of a day of it. So, if any of you can still go, let me know, because we do want to build these spaces out. But Sunday night, live from Sakir, Bahrain, for round 4, the F1 division. Can the TRL button make it 4 on the spin, or can
Nah.
someone Mr. Ice Cold Andy? I think even Nutters looks very quick as usual, so I think he can be up there as well. And then you've got the GP2 and so on until we reach next Wednesday. What? You want to praise Kitty, mate? You're not going to get
No,
it.
that's not right.
We'll be doing
I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna win the championship. It's all
Go on
gonna be
then.
me.
Go on then, 'cause how many points you got? How many points you got at the moment? Because you haven't letting everyone have a bit of a head start, aren't you?
That's the way I like to do it.
But
Yeah, me and JP have got the same understanding, don't we?
Yeah.
I bear in mind, I won Bahrain last season as well, which is a bonus
Yes,
for me.
you did. There,
So,
I got a podium at China.
We will be
and
there next
By 9
Wednesday at Bahrain, but it won't be me covering the F5. We will be on multi-Twitch again next Wednesday for these two divisions. I'll be doing T6 and F1 Speed and BHA Capital Motor will be doing F5 together. I believe it's not Capital Motor, I think it's going to be JV2503. So there you have it, guys. We hope to see you on Sunday for the pre-show, probably about 7:30, but I'll send you a message over Xbox before, and we'll see you on Sunday.